Halloween time's coming, it's only a few months away. This is today's scary story. Please submit yours via private message. Hi Nick, I've been a subscriber of your channel for a few years now, so keep up the good work. I've just watched your latest video of the 3rd of the 7th. I wanted to tell you what's happened to me very recently, last Wednesday. And also 2 nights ago, last Wednesday. Firstly, I was asleep in bed at 4:30 in the morning. I looked when I woke up. My 2 children were asleep in their beds in the other room, and my wife was sleeping next to me with her back to me. So I'm asleep, and I felt something tap me on the forehead twice. Now, as soon as this happened, I opened my eyes, and my wife was sound asleep, and no one else was in the room except, unless you count, my Springer Spaniel Alfie, who slept about 15 feet away. No one else was there, but something definitely tapped me on my forehead twice. I felt quite shocked. I told my wife, who just responded with a grunt and went back to sleep. And I'm lying there thinking what the hell that was. Then, 2 days ago, my mother and father had taken the kids away on holiday to Lanzarote. And at this point, my wife had left at 6:30 AM to go to work. The dog was downstairs. I was asleep on my side with the covers over me, and something again pressed down on my upper arm just once. Just for a few seconds. I woke up thinking, what on earth could this be? And I saw this kind of like haze out the corner of my eye. It kind of flashed past me. Could have just been because I'd just woken up, who knows? But I told my wife, and she just thinks I'm crazy. Now, it doesn't frighten me, but it seems like something's either trying to wake me up or to get my attention. I don't know what it is. What I do know is the previous owner of the house died in the bedroom I slept in. And there was only the young and my parents who knew about this. There was no one else there. Maybe it was the people who died there. But maybe it was something else. Something else trying to get in touch with me. But that doesn't really bother me, because if they want to try and get in touch with me, that's fine. I just thought it was my mind playing tricks on me. But after the second time, I know what I felt, whether people believe me or not. Yours sincerely from Scotland. Okay, now here's my take on it. That could be a real thing, on the basis of my experiences. Okay, I've had situations like that. There was one time I went out to a country pub. All right, this was like a special event way out in the country, and we like banqueted and drank like, you know, like people do. The morning had come, and I was like still half asleep. Okay, basically, I wasn't actually doing any drinking at the time at all, in case you were wondering. And I was lying on the floor and I did meditation, and I was essentially inside my own mind's eye I was chanting the elements earth, air, fire, water, earth, air, fire, water. And all of a sudden I got this like haze come over me, and this face appeared, and it kind of like went away, and it was just like the face of this kid. And of course I asked them all about ghosts in the area, and there was some kind of like possible connection. It could have been the same one. It's difficult to say about these things. There's so much which is just unknown. But these things do happen. I mean, what you described with like the thing touching your arm and looking up and seeing a haze, that's very similar to the angel experience I had. You know, search my channel for the angel of death experience, and there's some similarity there. As far as something tapping you is concerned, sometimes that could be just a dream thing, but it might not be. You know, I mean, if it's connected to like someone who may have died in the property at some point, then you think to yourself, well, maybe it wasn't just a dream thing, and it's connected, because like when you're in a dream or halfway between dreaming and waking, you are in an altered state of consciousness, and that's when, in my opinion, you can kind of like get receptive to stuff. And you know, it's just weird shit, really. I mean, no one understands this. I mean, because these things do happen, it's like the fodder, you know, it's the food for anyone who wants to try and create some kind of like New Age theology or religious theology or whatever, all of which might have some truth in it somewhere. But because it's a business, you know, people are very good at like selling stuff for profit, and to make sure that the books are always sold, and the DVDs are always made, and all the rest of that, which is, of course, I'm just as guilty as everybody else in that respect, in some ways. But if we can separate ourselves from the commercial aspect and just think about the experiences that we've had, and think about the experiences that like we're researching and trying to draw some correlation, we can see some similarities. It doesn't mean to say we're necessarily getting closer to the ultimate truth of the universe, but it always seems to imply the same kind of thing, that consciousness is not just a physical body phenomena. Okay, it's kind of like outside, or it's only partially reliant upon the physical, or something, or maybe like the consciousness is the reality and the physical is essentially the illusion, but we have to be in the illusion for, you know, or 60 years and 10 or whatever it is, because that's part of the whole natural process of like you know, digestion and metabolism of consciousness within the etheric realms. I don't know, but these things happen. That's what's so weird. It actually does happen, and it's freaky. Submit your, you know, stories via private message here on YouTube and also on Facebook, and we'll just get a collection together, and maybe some clever person can shove them all into a playlist for the Halloween season. I don't know, but you know, keep them coming, keep them coming, keep them coming, because this is quite a fun exercise, and I'm enjoying it anyway. So keep cool.